Hey guys, Fox here, and today we are talking about the final announcement this week, well, at least that we know of, in the announcement of the USFL playing games at Ford Field in Detroit. So we had known about this for a little bit in theory, but it is now fully confirmed that yes, the league is playing here. Again, we have another article from foxsports.com. Detroit's Ford Field to host USFL games during 2023 season. Detroit, the USFL is returning to Detroit. On Thursday, the league announced that Detroit would be the host city for two of its franchises in the Michigan Panthers and Philly Stars, with games being played at Ford Field, the home of the NFL's Detroit Lions, which I'll talk about Ford Field in a bit. The announcement comes roughly 40 years after the Michigan Panthers won the 1983 USFL Championship, beating the Philadelphia Stars in that game. So, pretty cool coincidence that they probably thought of. "We're back," said Daryl Johnson, the USFL Executive Vice President of Football Operations. "With the help of some great partners, the USFL is making history by announcing the Michigan Panthers have returned home to 2023 to play at Ford Field. The USFL is proud to be part of the revitalization of downtown Detroit, and we're excited about turning up the Motown music and firing up a fan base for professional spring football in Michigan." The Panthers and Stars will arrive in the Detroit metro region in mid-March for the start of training camp. When the 10-week regular season begins on April 15th, both teams will start on the road before coming to Ford Field on April 30th, in the first of several weekends of professional football games in downtown Detroit. Fans can already pre-register for USFL tickets via Ticketmaster to make a $25 deposit and lock in priority access, or visit the USFL.com for more information. Last season, all 8 teams played their regular season games in Birmingham, Alabama, but during the playoffs in Canton, Ohio last June. The USFL announced it would expand to more cities in 2023 season, and as the league incrementally moves the teams into their namesake markets until all are playing in their hometown fans. Now, we do know all the 4 hubs. Detroit will be hosting the Panthers and Stars, Birmingham will be hosting the Stallions and Breakers, the Memphis will be holding the Showboats and Gamblers, and then Canton will have the Maulers and Generals. The USFL is the first major professional spring football league in 40 years to complete an inaugural season again, and we're excited to deliver high-quality and competitive professional spring football to fans all across the country who crave more football, said Johnson. The USFL proved itself to be a stable league run by experienced football leaders who provide a fan-friendly, fun, and affordable stadium experience while being a catalyst in the evolution of football through innovative rules. So, as for Ford Field, this is definitely one of those where you look at and you go, is this a great thing? Well, just like the St. Louis Battlehawks in the XFL, I'm going to assume that the tickets that are going to be sold are in the, the first bowl, as you'd call it, or the 100s area, and then if those sell out, they'd increase more. This is a very smart move for both leagues to do, as naturally, because it's spring football, unless they're able to withstand for another 5-10 years, they're probably only going to be able to fill the lower bowl and maybe some of the middle bowl. And in terms of a camera angle and all that kind of stuff, for those of you who do care about that, it's a very smart idea to try and only fill the first row. First of all, it's better seats than everything else, and second of all, it's a lot better for camera angles because you can only go to the fans that are there. It's a very smart idea, and I definitely think it's a great thing. Now, as for the team itself, or for the stadium itself, the stadium does hold total 60,000 people. So it definitely holds, let's just say, more than probably needed. It's 65,000, but it's 60,000 easier if I call it. But naturally, this is probably going to be just the bottom bowl that's going to be done. But it is a very cool thing. They're playing in a stadium where, an NFL team plays in, as right now, none of the other ones are like that. There's no team in Birmingham naturally, there's no team in Canton, and then the Memphis place hasn't been played in since all the way back when the Memphis Titans. Memphis Titans. So it's definitely a very cool thing to have a team finally play in an NFL-owned place. I think this is a very cool idea, but naturally, this is all the announcements as of right now. We're going to be waiting to see if there's any more that come up naturally in the next few weeks. We're probably going to be seeing news about when the draft is, and as well as the Maulers uniforms. So this has been Fox. If you enjoy this content, when we notify us about any videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, and as always, have a great night.